the social justice movements that have been happening over the last year, a lot of that is led by our nation's youth. And a lot of that is, so we've got a lot of momentum for that from our younger generations. And I think we have to think about, okay, what are the ways to communicate with these generations in specific? So I think for me, it's always about who are we trying to reach? What is their problem, or what do we need to communicate to them? And then like, what's the best avenue for communication? I think, right now, there's a tremendous opportunity for many nonprofit organizations to ground themselves in what's happening currently. And a lot of the kind of strategy advice we've been giving our clients is, how does it relate in terms of the COVID, the world post-COVID or during COVID? Like, there's so many adaptations you have to make in order to be relevant right now. And the same goes for, not all of the not-for-profits have like a social justice element, but those that do need to be cognizant of this like larger thing happening in the world, and especially in America, in order to feel relevant to whoever they're talking to. So some of that is, we're just kind of telling them this messaging should be included. These are things happening in the world that will help you reach the people who you want to reach. And that can be through content means, or like an avenue of like writing a blog. So there's one organization we did a strategy for that deals with like, is primarily Black American, deals with lower income families, provides these services. And a lot of what was happening at the time, I think, was there were a lot of protests in their area, and there were like just several other things happening that they needed to feel like in order to be significant and relevant to their community members, they needed to speak to these issues. So we kind of gave them advice for how to do that in blog form, advice for how to do that if you wanted to hold an event. And, it's like, if it's adults you're speaking to versus kids. So it might be like you would be putting out some of the messaging on Instagram, or you might be putting, like, where is the medium? What medium do you need to use with that message to reach who you want to reach in order to inspire action?